and you buy them every toy that they want, you produce a blob of jello. Some degree of challenge, some degree of stress is necessary. And so we build an environment, try to answer your question, with the elements so arranged as to produce what you call creativity. Can I give you one more bit on that? All right. Is there anyone else interested in creativity in children? You raise your hands? Okay. What we do is I ask a child to make a drawing. Anything they want to draw, and this is what they usually do. Can everybody see the blackboard? Well, I'll draw it up here. They draw something like this. I'm talking about 4- and 5-year-olds. And then they draw something like this. And then most of them do something like this. I'm sure you've all seen those drawings. In fact, I'm sure many of you draw that way today. Yeah. And so the teacher gives them some crayon, and they color it, and she hangs it up. This is little Billy's drawing. But when she tells Billy that this is the way we spell cat, and Billy says, I see, and he comes back with something like this. Can you see that? The teacher says, that's wrong. That isn't wrong. Most of it is appropriate. It's just this that we change. So I say, very close. We just substitute this with something like this. And then the child comes back again with something like this. I say, much closer, much better. Only we turn this around so you can put the A inside of it. Say whatever you have to say to get the idea across. Instead of saying, well, that isn't what I told you. Well, you're just using that child as an outlet for insufficiency. Then I do this with the children. I have them draw the letter T. And I say, which one of these look like a peach pit? The child generally picks this. I say, those of you back there, I'm sure you can't see that, and the blackboard is fully cluttered, and I don't have, here, I'll try to clear an area where most of you can see. The child draws the letter T, and he draws a peach pit in the middle. Then he draws one peach pit here and one there, and he takes out the middle peach pit. Then I say, what is this? They say, that's a bunch of birdies flying. I said, good. You move down a peach pit and a half and draw the letter V upside down. And the child draws the letter V upside down. Then he draws a birdie under the V, one peach pit down, like this. And then he joins another birdie to that and a half round beneath that and one peach pit above. He does this. And then I say to the child, what is this? That's a heart. I said, good. Half a heart from the top of the eyebrow to the bottom of the nose. And they move from that offensive drawing made by the child to this in less than a half hour. And I'm talking about 5- and 6-year-olds moving into this realm, drawing sports cars, turning them around. And we give them crayon and chalk because we want them to bring out their artistic ability. You can't bring out anything if there's no basis or structure for it. If you sit in the woods and meditate on your navel for 3 years, you'll have a tremendously clear picture of the navel and nothing more. So you have to work to get information. You have to arrange things so that it generates what you call creativity. Now, a psychologist in one session said that, well, I know 2 children that came from the same environment, and if environment is everything, one turned out to be a gangster, the other a minister. If environment is everything, how do you get those differences? The minute you pick up one child and start playing with it, and the other stands there with that lip out, you're making jealousy and envy. There's no such thing as the same environment. So when I pick up my little girl, I pick up my older little boy. You never work with one job. Why can't you keep your area clean? Your brother does all the time. You leave all your things around. Well, when he trips and falls down the stairs, his brother smiles. An inhibited smile, of course. But he does smile. So we build these artificialities in the world we live in today.